friends, how are you? I hope you all are doing good. And in my today's video, I'm going to discuss about the benefits which married students get in comparison of single students who comes to Canada like after their marriage. And I do understand this because I've been through it when I came to Canada for studying. When I came to Canada, I was above 30, and yes, I was married. I was having a kid of 5 years old, 4.5 or 5 years old when I came to Canada in September 2016 as a student. So, honestly speaking, the benefits I'm going to discuss today, I was not aware about at that time. No one told me about those benefits at that time, or I won't say that it is someone's mistake because people are not aware about these benefits, and people always think that if you're going to Canada as a student after marriage, you're just gonna face difficulties. But honestly, it's not like that. It's really a, I would say it's a cheerful journey which you must enjoy. I enjoyed a lot. Touch wood, I have no regrets that I came to Canada as a student in my early 30s after marriage, after having a kid, having a good life and job in Delhi. I'm from New Delhi, so most of you know. So, without delaying the video, let's start it. Okay. So, guys, as usually I do, I have noted down all the points here. I just keep it here for a moment because I want to tell few things before. I'm going to discuss 7-8 benefits which married students get. Um, there are few basic benefits which all the students get. Generally you are aware, but let me quickly tell you over here. Then when you come to Canada, of course you will get international exposure, you will get international degree, you will get Canadian education, and that's a pathway to get your PR, because I have another video how you can get PR when you come as a student, and what's the pathway. Link is here, just go and check that. So definitely it's a pathway for PR, and you get a postgraduate work permit after studies, which leads you towards the PR, permanent residency of Canada. So that's a lengthy topic. Just go and watch that video, it's actually very lengthy. So these are some basic benefits which everyone gets, like 20 hours of work you can work per week, and you can bring your family and all that. But now let's talk specifically for the married students. So guys, I already made a video like for married or matured student, what course you guys need to choose. Just go and check, link is here, please watch that. That's really a good video for the people when, like me, who after having a gap of 7 or 10 years, when they're deciding to come to Canada as a student. So that's a good video, just go and watch. You will get the answers of many of your questions. Now, question number one: when you are married, you have in your mind that, okay, after having 7 years of experience of, or after having 10 years or 5 years of experience, is it worth to go for a diploma or a degree? I already made a video, just go there. Sorry, I'm talking about so many videos because it is about all that, right? So go and watch that also, that you need a PG diploma or you need a you need a master's degree. So, but moral of the story for versus PG diploma and master's degree is, when you're married, when you have gap in your studies, 5 7 whatever years you have, 10 15 20 whatever it is, it's always a good idea to choose a master's degree. Okay, so when you decide to do a master's degree in Canada is generally for 2 years. So that dilemma is always in mind, that I'm gonna away from my family for 2 years. What's gonna happen to my family? Okay, so for this, I have noted down points. First of all, if you're married and you're planning to come to Canada, and if you will compare other countries like UK, Australia, US, whatever you wanna compare with master's degree, Canadian education is definitely much affordable in comparison to these countries. This is I would say way cheaper in comparison to other international universities. Uh, if you will compare with US, it's almost double for master's degree if you're talking about the average university. So definitely it's affordable studies. Secondly, when you're married and you come to Canada, this is for single student as well, but I believe it's more beneficial for married students. When you're married, you come to Canada, you will find that you are not alone. There are many other students who are married, who have their kids, and they are studying with you or in other course. So you feel kind of connected with them. When I came, I was not the only one who was married or having like kids. um, I came for MBA, most of you know. So when I came to Canada, and in the first day of orientation, I met with one of very sweet friend of mine, and she's also married. She was in fact like more in age than me. She was having a kid in India. The first day, very first day, I met her on my orientation. So I felt very connected at that time only. Hey, I'm not the only one who is a mother, who is a wife, and my kid is there, or my or your kids are overseas and you are alone in Canada. So you feel very interconnected. It's a multicultural society which always supports you. Like, it's not just people from India, Pakistan, China, Europe, or UK, France, Germany. You will find the people all over the world over here. That's why it's a multicultural society which supports everyone. So you will find yourself very well connected with the other people. Then, my dear, if you will come for 2 years studies, most of the chances, like maximum chances, are that you will get up to 3 years work permit. I got for 3 years work permit when I finished my MBA. I applied for postgraduate work permit. The only condition of getting your postgraduate work permit is you have to pass your course. If you have failed any of the course in your degree, then definitely you cannot apply your postgraduate work permit. You have to pass that, and you need a completion certificate from your university to file your postgraduate work permit. So 2 years of studies, up to 3 years of work permit. That's another benefit. Okay. Now, what the benefit for your family? So, my friend, if you're coming as a student, as an international student, and you are married, then your spouse can apply for an open work permit. Open work permit means there are two kind of permits in Canada: closed or open. So closed work permits are for a specific employer, that you have to work for that employer only, and open work permit means that you are open to work for any employer. There are some like occupation which are restricted of course, like sex workers and all that. That condition is written on the work permit as well. Except those occupation, you are free to work in any occupation. So that's why that's called open work permit. That's that's the condition for your spouse. So your spouse can apply a open work permit, and your spouse will get a open work permit of exactly same time of your study visa. Say your study visa is valid for 2 years, then your spouse will get a open work permit till the expiry date of your study permit. Say your study permit is valid till December 31st 2021. Then your spouse applies today and she gets a open work permit, then her open work permit will be also valid till December 31st 2021. So her or his visa will go parallel with your visa. Whatever will be the expiry of your visa will be the expiry of her or his visa. Okay. So your spouse will get the same duration of open work visa. I have a video also on open work visa. I will put the link in description box if it's not here. So just go and check that video too. So your spouse will get a open work permit. Now, what's the benefit of having open work permit? Your spouse has an open work permit. She or he is open to work anywhere. The day they land here, like say she lands on any day and you apply SIN number and all that in a day or two, she's eligible to work. SIN number is social insurance number that we need here to apply any kind of job. Students also has to apply that. That's the mandatory requirement to work anywhere in Canada. So your spouse is open to work anywhere, plus they have no restrictions. Like it's not like that they can only work 20 hours per week like we could. Like I was a student, and if you will come as a student, students can only work 20 hours per week. But work permit people have no restrictions. They can work whatever time, like whatever hours they want. They have no restriction related to their hours in immigration law. So they are open, right? So one person can study, you can study full time, you can focus, you can fully focus on your studies to get your study completed as soon as possible. Because if you will miss a single subject, then you have to pay more for that, and you have to spend more time to complete that course, right? So that will stretch the period of your studies, and that period, like you like can't work more or just 20 hours only. So that time utilized to finish your studies, apply your studies, and file your work permit as soon as possible. But your spouse can work full time. Your spouse can like support you, so you can focus on your studies, and she can work full time. She can pay your bills as well her bills. So you are paying just for one person, but she's getting a free open work permit, right? It's a kind of free open work permit. She has authorization to work anywhere. Plus, if you have a kid, 2 3 whatever years he or she is, if she's above 5 years, like your kid, basically if your child is more than 5 years old, they can go to a school. And like other countries, I heard from so many friends of me, like Singapore and other countries, you have to pay for the tuition fee of your kids if you're an international student. I'm not sure about those countries, but that's what they told me. But students, I'm sure about Canada. If you have kids and they are with you first of all, you can bring them on visitor visa. There's no requirement of student visa. If one of the parent is international student, kids can study full time free up to high school, and they can study full time on a visitor visa. They don't need a student visa. That's not a mandatory requirement. Okay, so students can study full time, like students kids can study full time free. They don't need to pay any tuition fee till the high school, like high school is +2. Then, and yes, they can come on visitor visa. Then my friend, definitely, um, when you bring your family, you're always worried about what about the medical expenses, how you're going to take care of them, and all that stuff. So, um, in Canada, I'm talking about BC, we have a, MSP. I think it's medical. I'm not sure about the full form. We'll put in the description box. But we have MSP over here. International students have to pay $75 per month, but work permit people don't need to pay that. So your spouse, if he or she is coming on an open work permit, they don't need to pay MSP. MSP is supposed to pay by only from the students, not from the work permit people. And for students in BC, British Columbia, it is $75 per month. So you pay $75, but then your medical is free. Medical means it covers your doctor fee. Like if I need to visit a doctor, I don't need to pay anything. I will just call. Right now due to COVID, we have to call. There is no walk-in clinics. That's a restriction. Otherwise, without COVID, if it was not COVID, then what I need to do, I just need to walk in a clinic. It should be a walk-in clinic. I need to put my number, and doctor will see me, will ask all the questions and describe me whatever medicine or whatever I need to do, and I just leave. I don't need to pay anything. So doctor's fee is covered in that. Touch wood, you should be good, healthy. But if you broke your leg, and you need to visit hospital, that expense is also covered. General hospital, we have so many issues with like ladies generally have so many issues with the health, iron deficiency, and all that stuff. So I also like need to get my blood test done and all that. So blood test is also free. Like every 3 months or 6 months, doctors here recommend to get your blood test to check all the iron deficiencies, B12 and all that. So that blood test is free. You don't need to pay anything for that. Like doctor will prescribe, you will go to the lab, and that's free. You don't need to pay anything for blood test. If woman has to visit hospital for the regular checkup of her for her health, it's free. But you cannot walk in the hospital. Your doctor will prescribe something or refer to some other doctor, some lady specialist doctor or any doctor. Then you have to have an appointment. But basically, you don't need to pay anything. It's free. Only few things, and it's not for work permit. It's for everyone. If you're on PR also, your dentist, like dental is not free. Physicians are free, but your dental, physiotherapists, chiropractors, like specific kind of requirements are not free. And this is not only for work permit or students, it's for the PR people always. Also for PR people also, we have to pay for physiotherapists and if we need to see a doctor. Okay, so your medical for your whole family is free. You just need to pay 75 bucks or whatever will be the total for your family. If your kid is on visitor visa, I believe you need to pay for the kid, because at that time I was paying for my son. But we'll double check for you and put the link in description box. You can description box, you can check that. So but still it has like so much benefits. Your medical is free for the family. I heard from so many in so many countries medical is not that free. No, like if compare US, in US medical is not free. People buy insurance over there, and it's so damn expensive. In Canada we have that facility, so medical came into this. Okay, then the next point, my friend, is child care benefit. It has nothing to do with you are a student, you are on work permit, you are on PR. Like, yeah, PR has some pros over this, but that's a different topic. But still, if you are on a student or work permit, if it's been 18 months, you are in Canada from last 18 months, you can apply a child care benefits for your kids, and you will get a certain amount on every month. Every 20th of month you get the child benefit credit in your account if you get the account number. So you get a child benefit as well. uh, Government gives a portion to support your family if you have kids, so we call that child care benefit that you get here. In BC we get, in some other province we call it different name, but we in BC we have BC, British Columbia. Okay, and you can also find a school for your kid if your kid is 5 years or above and they are going to elementary school. Some schools have after school care. Like school in Canada is from 9 to 3 p.m. and generally parents work till 5 or 6. So schools, some schools, not every school, but some schools have after school program, and that is till 5. So your kids school will be till 3, and till 5 you can keep your student in after school care, and they charge you very nominal fee. It's not that high, I must say, because I send my kid to child care daycare, so it's so reasonable. In BC, I'm in Vancouver. In Vancouver we pay generally around 500 to 700 per month, so which is pretty reasonable. That benefit you also get if you are a student or a work permit. It has nothing to do with your status. Okay, so this benefit is still there. And somehow I believe this, when you are married and you're coming with your family, you have that family support. Like now you see, I talked about all this. Now what you're paying, my friend, you're just paying the tuition fee for yourself. You're getting a work permit for your spouse. You're getting a free education for your kids. You're getting child care benefit for your kids. You're getting free medical, and hopefully in 2 or 3 years you will file your PR. You will get your PR, Canadian PR. After that, citizenship we can file after 3 years. If you want to know how does it happen, like I can make a video. But then you will have citizenship, and your kids will be Canadian citizen. Their education will be like in half of the price, and they can live anywhere in the world. Still, they will be Canadian citizen, and they can return back to Canada to study again. I know few people who's like who have been back, like in I'm from India, so India doesn't support to have dual nationalities, but there are some countries which support to have dual nationalities. So people took their nationalities 15 20 years before they went back to their country, and now their kids are studying here. Like few students, not few, I know one person who was studying with me. He was a Canadian, but the parents went back to the home country, but now he was paying half of the fee, in fact less than half, because domestic students fee is definitely lesser than the international students. So please keep all these points in mind when you're married and you want to come with your family to Canada, because no one told me about these benefits. I was really, let's say, in a big dilemma that how it will happen, how I will manage and all that, what's pros and cons. But these are really good benefits. Think about these. If still I miss something and you wanna know something, please write in the comment. I will try to make another video. That's all, my friends. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.